And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Coming up next.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score! It's a Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for the Falcons.
Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down. Here's Robinson. Escapes a defender. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Robinson. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons.
Oh, he was looking, Kate. He was trying to find a lane, but just simply nowhere to go. I don't think he'll be too heartbroken heading to the sidelines, though. He still made the play, took the ball away, got his defense off the field, and now sets his offense up for success.
And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he makes it inside the 15 before he finally steps out. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Dak to the air here. Escapes the pocket. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It'll be a gain of only 1 on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 2. Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. One more push from the ground game. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Penix now. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Defense showing blitz. Here's Penix. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. But he doesn't swat it away.
And in for the Dallas touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
14. Falcons 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Penix now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the 34. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
The Falcons.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He breaks the tackle, and he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Ferguson there to bring it in. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line, his second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Falcons 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And they steal it back on the return. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate.
Yep.
This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick
Still
off.
reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On first down, here's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Staying with Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry for Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Drake London with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Prescott here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it.
And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football back at the 30 after that interception.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
First and 10, Prescott. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Dak now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 4th down, brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to... They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous. Wow, it's free again! Oh, and they pick it up, time to push for that marker. Ooh, So close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. They motion the tight end over. Another try following the sack. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Penix facing a third and long. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on fourth down. Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Penix on first down. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's bottled up at the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Penix here from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Penix looking to pass. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes out to the... And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE. Bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.